guys, this is Brittany from Imagine This, a music and art studio for both children and adults, and today we are going over pre-arts lesson. Pre-art is for ages 2 to 5, but anyone is ready and willing to join, you're more than welcome to. So first things first, we are going to go over our supplies. We have 2 different activities today, so I'll go over the first, and that will be, we have some eggs we will be providing for you. These are not plastic, but paper eggs, and we will have coffee filters. We need some markers, and then you will need some water, preferably in a spray bottle, but if not, we can just use our hands. And before we get in, I just want to let you know that there are no mistakes, only happy accidents, and that everyone is their own artist. So let's get started. So first thing you're going to need is a coffee filter. I folded mine in half, like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pick your favorite colors. You can pick some Easter colors, some very vibrant ones, or just whatever colors you want. You're going to do whatever pattern you want onto this paper. So I'm just going to draw on this half, making sure that I get all that nice juicy parts of the marker into the paper. I picked a weak marker. And I'm just going to go on to another pink. What you want to do is you want to try and cover as much of this coffee filter as you can. Now for more complex patterns or hard patterns, they're not going to come through as well because this is a more abstract or loose method. So more silly patterns would work best. Not really tiny lines and details. Those aren't going to show up as well. But this is a more silly and fun but very pretty way of doing eggs. I'm just trying to get as much of the color on there as I can. I'm kind of doing a turtle shell pattern. Okay, now I'm using my very last color, just scribbling in, making sure that it gets really into the paper. Okay, and now that I have my pattern and colors all down, they're nice and kind of bled through the paper a bit. That's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to put my egg inside of this paper. Now I want to make sure that that pattern really gets onto the egg, so I'm going to wrap it as tightly as I possibly can without breaking the paper. Then once I have my egg all nice and wrapped up in here, I'm going to spray it with the spray bottle. Now another option, if you don't have a spray bottle at home, you can get your hands wet, not soaking, just a little wet, and just gently tap the egg. Some of the pigment probably will come off on your hand, but if you're using washable markers, it should come off very easily, which I highly recommend. So I'm just going to take the spray bottle. I'm not going to put it super close, give it a good amount of distance. You'll not be able to see it probably with the camera, but you'll notice that the color starts to spread. This is a good thing. It means it's starting to move around and soak through the paper. All right, so now that my paper's all soaked, let's open it up and see what we made. This part could get a little messy. Ooh, guys, it's looking super cool. It has like a really awesome watercolor effect. So your egg won't look the same as mine, but this is really cool, guys. So try your favorite colors or just a random assortment. You could do probably a whole rainbow on here and create these really cool abstract colors. Now mine's dripping, so I'm going to put this off to the side and let it dry and then explain the next activity. This next activity, supplies that we will need, will be food dye. Now this will not be covered by us, but you can get a 4-pack at Walmart. It works just as well. And then a bag or some type of container. But the supplies that we will be giving to you will be another egg and then some rice to put within the container or a baggie. So first thing you're going to need to do is I'm going to open my bag and I'm going to fill it, well not fill it, just a decent amount to where an egg would fit inside with rice. Now we will be providing you with about a ½ cup of rice, and we are going to put it inside a Ziploc bag or a container, whichever you have, and then we are going to put food coloring in. Do not put a lot of colors in, otherwise it'll make a very muddy and messy look. So I'm just going to put one color in, and my favorite color is red, so that is the color I'm going to drop in. Now you don't want to douse the rice with it, only do 2 to 3 drops. That was a little bit more, but I'll put one over here, one over there, just to spread out the coloring in the rice. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of our handy little eggs. And parents, you can help with this if you don't want your kids to get dye on their hands, but you're going to put the egg inside of the bag, Ziploc the bag, that way it doesn't get anywhere else besides inside the bag, and then you're just going to shake it. Now as you're doing this, the rice will pick up the coloring and should start spreading that coloring onto the egg. Just going to shake it all around. You can turn on some music, have a little dance party while you're at it, whatever you want to do. Alright, so I think that's about done. So now that I'm done with this egg, what I can do is either call it good and done, or I can wait for it to dry, probably give it 5 to 10 minutes. Then if you have any more rice, you can put a different color in there, make sure that it's nice and clean rice, not the same kind, and then shake it up again and add another color on top of it. Again, don't add too many colors in at the same time, or you're going to get a really nasty sort of muddy look to it. But anyway, those are our 2 activities for today. We hope you have a wonderful Easter, and we'd love to see some of your pictures. Have a good day!